little emphatic. We're back. Two dudes in the Mexican I'm your host. A dude named Salazar. One to the right, my other co-host, Peter Soprano.
What up?
You know David, the Mexican. You know Dre, the odds beater. Getting put on suspension. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the 28th season is about half hour away.
Yep.
Every day is football season, no matter what season it is. Every season is football season. But it's been since February of last year. Philadelphia Eagles hoisted that trophy for the first time in the team's history. Now they get the honor of opening up the NFL season at home to the team that choked away the Super Bowl beforehand. 28-3, I think. Or was it 28-3? 28-3. Matty Ice went cold.
Went real cold.
Coach pulled a massive,
Horrible coaching job.
horrible coaching job. He threw every down in the fourth quarter when he had to lead instead of running the ball.
And they were running well.
They were running well. They should have won that Super Bowl. Again, you know, I mean, a little off topic to start the show, but I think those were the two kind of that Patriots think they should have won against the Giants.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think they would have won the second one. Maybe the first one, they probably had more to say. So that was what they got back.
Yeah.
But either way, the Birds from Philadelphia are Super Bowl champions. I never thought I'd say that in my lifetime. That one, it didn't hurt me as much.
No.
Because I actually had money on them. Actually won money.
They won me money, so can't be mad.
But this season, as always, fuck you, Philly. I don't like any of your teams. Fuck you. But either way,
Just like I said, fuck you, Jacksonville.
so let's start out with the Eagles. Are they built for a repeat season?
I think.
And it starts with the quarterback position.
Yeah. It all starts with Carson Wentz, and even if with the late breaking story right before we went on the air, Carson Wentz may be missing a couple more weeks than we expected. So Nick Foles is going to have to step in and do pretty much what he did last year in the playoffs. The problem is Nick Foles played in the regular season was horrible last year, and he just seemed to catch lightning in a bottle during the playoffs and play great. Not sure if he's going to be able to do that again this year, so I think that's going to really hurt them. They need to find a way to get Wentz back on the field, get him healthy, and it's very hard to repeat in the NFL. So, you know what? I got to say, they're built, but I don't know if they can sustain enough health to continue on do it again.
It's very hard to compete in this league. Last team that did it was the New England Patriots. That's about close to a decade ago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parity in this league. This league is full of injuries. This league is full of just things that happen. You know, how many teams make the playoffs this year? Didn't make it last year.
Yeah, it's almost like 50%.
How many times does the Super Bowl loser not make the playoffs? How many times does the Super Bowl winner make the playoffs? I mean, the Giants did that one year.
Yeah. So that Super Bowl loser don't even make the playoffs, period. So.
I mean, I'm not going with predictions today, but I just think it's going to be tough. I think today's game is going to be tough. There's going to be a lot of adrenaline pumped into the link down there in Philly. The Falcons are out on a mission to prove something.
Yeah.
You know, last year, don't know what happened to them. That offense wasn't in flux. Matty Ice, as they call him, didn't have a good year. Intern Julio didn't really have a good year.
Yeah.
Running backs did decent.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I remember when we did the show at MetLife. That was one of the teams I picked not to make the playoffs. Surprised team not to make the playoffs. However, things can change. Things can change. This injury to Carson Wentz might change the NFC a little bit. You know, Aaron Rodgers might go down like he did last year. Kirk Cousins might suck.
Things happen, man.
Jimmy G might suck. Jared Goff might take a step back.
Yeah.
NFC is stacked.
Yeah.
So one slip up, and any one of those 12 teams minus 16 teams minus per se the Redskins. I don't think that good. Yeah. Or maybe the Seahawks because they just have no offensive line. But they still have Russell Wilson. So I think I'm not going to judge the Eagles based on today's game. Just because they don't have their front.
Yeah, can't.
They still have their
top
receiver. They don't have Alshon Jeffrey. The start of the season, I'm not judging them. You know, I'm going to give them a few weeks. Got to see what's up with Wentz.
Yeah.
Got to see when Jefferson, I think, 2 games?
Yeah, at least 2 or 3.
2 or 3. I think today's game is about the time. I know the Eagles want to get a victory, and, celebrate, get their rings, drop the banner, whatever it is. But I think it's all about the Falcons. I think they need to see something. I think the Falcons season is definitely hinges on this first game. I know it's just one game.
No, I get you.
But I think they got to show to the rest of the NFC that we are that team from 2 years ago that was 15 minutes away from defeating Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and Billy Belichick.
And I'm actually going to take it a step further and add on to what you said. With how you said that this game is all about the Falcons. I think with the Eagles last year, I think they did catch lightning in a bottle. When Wentz was healthy, they played great. But Wentz was their star, and he went down. They still won. They won as a team. They didn't really win with individual stars.
They had the underdog story. They had the dog face mask.
But I think with that, I think they had to have a lot of breaks go their way for them to do that.
That's any Super Bowl team.
Yeah, but I mean, they had more than normal. I mean, they first of all, you don't expect your backup quarterback to come in and play as well as Foles did. And Jeffrey played in the Super Bowl with torn rotator cuffs, and he had that surgery, and that's the reason why he can't even play right now. It's just such a weird situation that they were able to find a way to win the Super Bowl. It reminded me a lot of when Green Bay won their Super Bowl a few years ago, when they had like the most injuries in the NFL. But the difference with that team, they had Aaron Rodgers. They had their star. He carried them. I don't know if there's anybody that's going to be able to fill it. So this is the part where I said I'm going to take it a little bit further than you. I think the team that loses tonight, I would say, is not going to make the playoffs. Whether it's Philly or Atlanta, whoever loses tonight, I think it will put them in a bad zone to set their team up for the rest of the year. And I think whether it comes down to tiebreakers or at the end, I think the loser tonight could end up watching the playoffs.
That's interesting that you say that, because I think the Eagles are the class, still are the class of the NFC. And you got to give it to them. They won the Super Bowl. They beat the Vikings. They beat the Falcons, right? Falcons was the divisional game.
Yeah.
And they beat Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So I can't say that one loss is going to unhinge them. I think they'll be okay if they lose.
So the problem is, do they still have the same fight? I mean, when you're fighting to get a Super Bowl, you have that fight. Seattle had that fight when they went after the Super Bowl. Everybody, when they get their first Super Bowl, you gotta wonder if they're still gonna have that same fight to get back there.
I mean, based on the city they're from, as much as I hate that city, it's a tough city.
But they like to fight literally.
Literally.
Mentally.
So I just think that they fed off that energy from the win.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. I mean, I hope they don't make the playoffs. I mean, being an unbiased observer, I think they're going to be fine if they lose tonight. I think Atlanta is in a lot of trouble. I think that this is a bigger game for the Falcons. I just don't see them like starting right off the bat. They're playing a Super Bowl champ. They have a chance to make a statement.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that tonight, when are you going to make that statement? It's only going to get tougher.
It's going to be a tough year.
It's not going to get tougher, but it's going to be just as tough for the majority of those 8 NFC games that they have to play. And then they're in a division with Carolina. They're in a division with New Orleans.
Yeah.
So
I already
who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Jameis comes back and decides that he wants to be a quarterback and finds, Deshaun Jackson and finds Evans.
Yeah.
So it's a tough division. And I think they need to make a statement today. If they don't make that statement today, they'll be in trouble. I didn't think them to make the playoffs. And I think if it happens and they lose today, that's just going to further prove my point that they're not a good team.
Yeah, I think when you look on paper, they should win the game tonight. Like you said, Philly doesn't have their starting quarterback. Philly doesn't have their starting wide receiver, their number 1 wide receiver. So everything is going towards Atlanta way, other than Philly's getting their rings. Philly's at home. They have that crowd to back them. And I think, we'll get to our predictions later, but I think that's going to keep them within close range of the game. And I think that's why the game is a 1-point spread right now.
It's interesting that the Eagles were the favorites not too long ago. I don't know if that line depended on because people thought Parsons was going to start. I always thought Parsons was going to come back week 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Even at that, and not even that soon. Like 2 was a stretch in it.
Yeah.
I thought 3 was definitely he'd be back like 3.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people, why the Eagles were favored. I mean, obviously it's
Nothing
home,
changed.
Super Bowl champions. Sure, I get it. They should be favored, right? But why did it spread? Like, why did it change What was a 4-point turnaround spread?
It's very weird because nothing really happened within the past 3-4 days to cause the spread to change that much. Like you said, Philly was a 3-point favorite. Now they're going as a 1-point underdog, and nothing's really changed. Wentz being out for several weeks, when everybody knew he was probably going to be out this week anyway, it doesn't really change what the betting line should be for this game. So it's very weird that nothing really changed, but for some reason people just say, you know what, they don't have their starting quarterback because they don't decide what the original line is going to be. So the original line came out at Philly -3, and I guess everybody just bet heavy on Atlanta, and that's why it just swayed everything.
Well, that's fair. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Who do you think's going to have a big game today?
I would have to say, well, one for each team I'll pick out. I'm going to say that Devontae Freeman has a big game for Atlanta. I think he's going to find a way to get in the end zone at least once. He'll have between 80 to 100 yards. And for Philly, I'm actually going to say Nelson Aguilar. The reason why is they don't have too many weapons on that team right now. They have Nelson Aguilar, they have Mike Wallace, and they have Jay Ajayi and Zach Ertz. I don't think they have too many weapons right now. And Aguilar, even though I'm not a big Aguilar fan,
I don't think he's that good.
I'm not, but I think he's going to get fed that ball a lot.
I don't think he's that good of a receiver.
I think he should be a number 3 at best, but he had a good year last year. So
I don't think he's going to have a big game. I think Calvin really is going to make a big play today. I really don't know who's going to have a big game. I mean, it should be Julio. Julio, you know, whatever you want to call him, top 3, top 5.
Yeah.
But I think Calvin really does something good today. And for the Eagles, I think Zach Ertz has a big game. Not just that I have him fantasy, but I think he just has a big game. I mean, I think for Nick Foles, you know, as a quarterback who's not that superstar type of quarterback, you always have that guy that you want. Security blanket, you know, safety blanket. And Eli was skittish Eli. He always had a Monty Tune. Monty Tune was his guy. If I can't find Shockey down the road, if Steve Smith's not open, Monty Tune. You're there for like that 8 to 10 yard, either out, in, or just a quick slant. And I think that'll be Zach Ertz today. And I think he's gonna pick up yards. Hopefully, score some touchdowns for me. Not that I'm rooting for Philly, but you know, I'm always rooting to win money.
You always root for Nick Foles.
I do root for Nick Foles because he's from the University of Arizona, U of A, baby. Super Bowl winning quarterback from U of A. Big Dick Nick is what I like to call him. That's what Philly call him. Shout out to my boy Greg Bickle. I'm sorry, I said Craig. Greg Bickle. Calling him Big Dick Nick. Got a tattoo of him on his leg. Respect to that boy from Philly. I respect some people from Philly. Just not all of them.
Boy, Greg.
Moving along, before we make our prediction, I know we're making this a quick show because the game's going to start in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're not going to delay you. We see it on TV.
Pouring in Philly.
Very bad.
It's pouring, or is that New York?
No, that's not Philly.
You sure, or is that the U.S. Open?
That's not Philly. No,
it is Philly. Okay, all right, so they changed it.
Yeah.
Biggest story of the week. Biggest NFL story of the week.
Huge.
Let's backtrack a little bit. Quick thoughts on, I know we talked about Odell last time. Quick thoughts on Aaron Donald. First, Aaron Donald being the highest paid defensive end for about 2 days. And then the Khalil Mack.
I think with Aaron Donald, he did it a little bit differently than Odell. While Odell came to all the practices, he showed up. Donald pretty much took the hard stance, the Le'Veon Bell stance, where he's just going to sit out and wait to see if you pay me or not. Both ways seem to work with their cases. There's always a case-by-case basis when you hold out, and it worked out for Donald. He got the contract he wanted, and I think the deal that ended up happening with Odell kind of helped him out because you started seeing the players start getting their contracts. You see the Aaron Rodgers deal, the Odell deal. You saw a good range for the top of their position, how much you should get guaranteed. So I think it laid the framework.
At the end of the day, before we get to the Matt trade, I can't be mad, like I said on Twitter, I can't be mad at NFL players that want to get paid.
Yeah.
Because their contracts aren't guaranteed most of the time. And if they want to cut you, they can cut you.
Exactly.
So if you're one of the best in your position, and clearly Odell is top 3,
yeah.
Or if you want to say top 5, I'll give you top 5. Clearly Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald are top 2, top 3.
Yeah.
And then, we'll get to Le'Veon Bell in a minute.
Putting their bodies on the line.
And the owners want to get rid of you, they get rid of you.
Yeah,
So listen, I get it. I ain't complaining. Well, maybe I would have said something different if Odell was holding out. But even if he did, I don't think I would have been mad. Just because, he's a superstar athlete. He got injured in the preseason last year. And got injured, whatever game that was.
Yeah,
was it the Eagle game?
Yeah, it was early.
It was early.
Yeah.
And he's on last year of his deal.
One play is all it takes.
These guys are making the equivalent of even Mike Conley Jr. in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Conley's getting $30 million.
Exactly.
He's not even a top 5 point guard. He's not even
It's
a top
ridiculous.
10.
Ridiculous.
So,
NBA contracts are just ridiculous.
They're ridiculous. And, let's say
And they're all guaranteed.
A number 3 starter in the big leagues is making $15 million.
Yeah.
Like,
it is unbelievable.
And
they're guaranteed.
They're guaranteed. And Le'Veon Bell, he's gonna make 14 if he signs that 10 million.
Yeah.
Before we get into him, who do you think won the Khalil Mack trade?
I think the Bears clearly won it. Yes, they gave up 2 first-round picks, but I'm a person who I'd rather have production over guessing games unknown. And so I'm a person who's willing to trade draft picks to get somebody that won Defensive Player of the Year. Is a certified, established superstar defense. And he's ready to go nuts on that defense. That defense, currently right now, that Bears defense has 0 weaknesses. You can stop the run. They can get to the quarterback. It's good in the secondary. They have monster linebackers. They right now have everything.
Are they going to be the monsters of the midway this season?
I think they can, yeah. I think the only thing holding them is see how the rookie Roquan Smith, how fast he comes along. If he comes along fast, they're going to be scary.
How'd that change? I didn't think the Bears were going to make the playoffs this year. I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs this year before this trade.
I think.
How does that change everything now for them?
I think it all right now we know they clearly have a top defense. It all depends on how good Mitchell Trubisky comes along.
Not Mitch.
Not Mitch. He don't like Mitch. If he comes along and he can run that offense good, they'll make the playoffs.
Mitch, I'm sorry.
Don't screw up.
I'm just kidding. Don't screw up, Mitchell. And that's crazy, man. Like I just named 3 teams in the South that were probably good, right?
Yeah.
In the North, in the NFC, you already had the Vikings, and you had the Packers, and now
Detroit made the playoffs.
And Detroit made the playoffs. And then you got the Bears. It's crazy. That NFC is still stacked, man. And finally, biggest news of the week outside of that was Le'Veon Bell is not likely going to play this week.
Yeah.
And his offensive line, what is it, Maurice Pouncey came out and said something about him.
Pouncey said something, Ramon Foster said something. And I definitely didn't like what Foster said. When Foster came out and pretty much talked about another man's money, saying that, listen, you're making twice as much as me. You can't do that. You can't tell me. And then the worst part that I thought that he said was, listen, go out there, play, get your money next year. You don't know that there's going to be a next year. You don't know if he's going to get an injury on the first play or the last play of the year, and he's done for next year. And then it completely screws his career for money. You can't say that. That was, to me, the worst thing you can say is just go out and play for 1 year. That's what the management wants him to do.
He touched the ball 430 times.
Yeah.
That means he got
Workhorse.
hit. That means he got hit at least 400 times.
Workhorse. He is a complete workhorse. Center of the offense.
So he's got either 300-pound lineman coming at him,
Yep.
or
260-pound
linebacker, or like 220-pound cornerbacks and
safety
backs.
that just go for his knees.
Listen, I'm not. In the NFL, man, I can't get mad at a player that's that good.
Yeah.
It's only making $14 million a year. He's got no guarantee after this year.
Yeah. And one, the running back's lifetime is short, so you don't know how many years he has. And 2, one hit changes it all.
It's crazy. The Steelers, Steelers can do what they want, but at this point, if I'm the Steelers, you gotta trade him, right?
I think it's going to be hard to trade him because 1, he has to sign the franchise tag. 2, he's probably going to negotiate with other teams to see what team is going to give him the contract before he gets traded to that team, or he won't sign the franchise. So there's a lot of things that still have to go into it. It'll take a couple weeks before a trade will go down the line.
So what if you had to narrow a week this year that you see Le'Veon Bell on a football field? 1, and 2, is in a different uniform other than a Pittsburgh Steelers?
I think it would be either week 3 or 4, and I think it'll definitely be in a W. And I mentioned earlier, the number one team I would put at the top of that list is probably the Jets.
I think the Jets have to make that trade.
They have next year. They have the most salary cap room, so they can pay him next year.
You give him a 4-year deal, right? You give him 230, right? They're right at 26 now.
27, yeah.
27. All right, so you give him a 4-year deal. At worst, you're done with him at 31.
Yeah.
And then you already have your future quarterback there.
You're getting the perfect weapon now.
Quarterback now, all you need to do is add some receivers.
Yeah.
Add some receivers, and then with all that money, get a pass rusher. I think their nose tackle is pretty good. I think they have decent linebackers. Obviously, their safeties are amazing.
Yeah.
They just need a pass rusher.
Yeah, that's all they really need.
And it hurts me to say that.
Yeah, so.
But the Jets have their future quarterback.
Yeah, but they still gotta get those pieces together. So they still got a long way to go.
Okay, but no, I think they're finally making the right moves, and I think even though the Giants probably people are going to compare these two for the next couple of years, Saquon and Sam Darnold as to who has a better career. See the Giants have picked up whatever.
Yeah.
See the Giants picked up Darnold.
Yeah, it's always going to be compared.
We'll see. But I think the Jets should definitely trade for Le'Veon and then sign up for 4 years and give him some money. That's just me. And finally, we're close to the end of the show. The game tonight. Like I said, I don't think the Falcons are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Spread is +1.
Yeah. +1 for the Eagles.
+1 for the Eagles. But I do think the Falcons are going to win tonight. even though I don't see the Falcons making the playoffs, I still think they win tonight. They're still a back. Even though I love Nick Foles, he's still a backup quarterback.
I'm going to say it's a very rainy night. The ball's slippery. I think Philly has a better defense. Even though Atlanta's defense is a little underrated, I think Philly has the better defense. I think Devontae Freeman is the best running back on the field. But I think the crowd is going to give them enough energy that I think the Eagles pull out a 3-point win tonight.
I think the Falcons win by a field goal.
Either way, you should get a good game.
Well, I hope so.
Field goal either way. It may not be nice to look at, but you'll get a field goal game if one of us are right.
Before we go, shout out to my boy Ernest LaFleur. He works for Moet Hennessy. He gave me this shirt to rock on the show. Even though it's a Canelo shirt, Hennessy sponsors Canelo, obviously. He knows I'm a big boxing fan. I love Hennessy. He loves me. We just get along perfectly.
Match made in heaven. So
shout out to you, Ernest. Thanks for the shirt. Thanks for the gear you gave me. I know you're going to give me some bottles before the year's out.
Make it XL.
Make it XL. For my man Peter Soprano, I'm your host, Victor Salazar. Missing Dave, Mexican Dre.
Yeah.
That was a little impromptu show for the day. We will see you live Sunday from MetLife Stadium. We're going to give you some picks for the divisions, picks for the Super Bowl, betting picks. So if if you're wagering, if you're in Jersey especially, you go to the game, you can actually come by, and then you can actually go to the Meadowlands racetrack and place your bets, or go on DraftKings. But that was our show.
Perfect.
We'll see you in a couple days.
See ya.